Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another really cool arcade game video for you this evening. Whenever we finish up a game, we like to take a little video of it if we haven't videoed it before. This is a pinball machine actually this evening. This is Williams' 1975 Electromechanical Pat Hand. We've got it all fixed up, doing its thing, so we figured we'd show it off a little bit. Now, if you've seen our videos before, you know we don't make them look brand new or anything, but we do get them playing good. So that's what the original art looks like on the side. Of course, it's like a card theme. Kind of interesting. If you look at the side, it's got like a royal look, like a king and queen look because of the cards, but on the back glass, it has a geisha girl. Kind of neat though. This side here's a little more worn. You can see on the back box some of the paint's missing. Might have been stored somewhere where it flaked off or got wet or something, but looks pretty cool. But check out that back glass. That's awesome. Nicely drawn. So it's got the cards coming out from behind her, like the hearts and the spades, in different colors. And then there's some trees over here behind. Some little flowers down here. It's got kind of cool colors too. It's kind of blues and greens with a little bit of pink. Kind of neat. And in her hand she's holding this I guess that's a straight, right? Or is that a royal flush? What's 10, jack, queen? Is that a royal flush? I don't know. You can tell I don't gamble much, but that is a pat hand. We looked up to see what pat hand meant. Pat hand means whenever you're dealt like 5 cards in poker and you don't hit on it, you just you just keep your cards that you have because it's a good enough hand that you think you're going to win with that, so you don't discard anything. So that's what she's got right there. And then you've got down here it's kind of like a little pond or whatever. So it's got like a nice little Japanese flair to it. This was from 1975. So this was after about another year, Williams would have been out of the electromechanical pinball business. So this was one of the last dozen or so they probably made. Up to 4 players can play at once. So here's the Playfield. Playfield's in pretty good shape. Of course, we always take everything apart and clean it and fix whatever we can, and we didn't have to do any touch-up on this one. It was already pretty decent. It's got a lot of, it's a real open kind of Playfield, but it has a lot of rollover buttons. So there's 5 up there at the top, and then there's another 5 over here, and then there's another 5 in the middle. So there's 15 altogether. And then you've got these 4 targets over here on the right that are the 4 jokers. And then you've got 5 targets up there in the middle. And that's it as far as like things you can hit. You can, I guess, hit it over here to the pop bumpers. So it doesn't have a lot of stuff in the middle of the playfield. And as you can see, it's wide open. But the artwork's kind of cool. Check out the Joker. Pretty neat. And if you look, he's actually in similar Japanese garb, like a big robe, standing there in the middle. Kind of cool. And there's another princess over here. And then over here there's just some hearts and spades going up the side, like on the side of the cabinet. So they did a real good job with the theme. Like the colors all kind of go together with the back glass and everything. Kind of interesting. This one's kind of cool because you can't lose the ball out the left out lane. The only way you can lose it is through the middle or through the right side over here. So let's read the instructions, shall we? Instructions. When credit light is lit, press credit button and wait for machine to reset before pressing credit button for additional players. Each player shoots one ball at a time as indicated on the back glass. So down at the bottom it says ball in play. Tilt penalty is the ball in play. Tilt does not disqualify players. So basically if you tilt the game, shake it too much, you lose that ball. It doesn't make it where you lose your whole game. Making 5 cards 10 through ace once lights the 1000 rollover button and bumpers. The second time lights the bonus score double. The third time lights special lights. So 5 cards 10 through ace are these rollovers here in the center of the playfield. 10, jack, queen, king, ace. So once you roll over them and get all 5 of them, and the reason some of them are lit up right now and some of them aren't, because the last game we just played we hit a couple of them, so those 2 are disabled right now. But whenever you start the game, all 5 of them light up, and then as you roll over them, the light goes off, so you can tell which ones you need to hit. So the first time you do that, it lights the 1000 rollover button and bumpers. So these 2 pop bumpers here, it says 10 or 100 points when lit. Those light up whenever you make all 5 of those the first time. And then also it lights these, actually I think it lights the top ones. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it lights these top 5 up here. And so every time you roll over it, you get 1000 points. When you roll over it without them lit up right now, you get 100 points. All right. Second time lights bonus scores double. Double bonus when lit. So basically this bonus ladder here, as you roll over these 5 over here on the side, and if you look at the way they're arranged, they're in a kind of a semicircle. That's so that if you hit it just right, you can hit all 5 of them at the same time, which is pretty cool. You actually do that a lot in the game. So it'll make it where your bonus ladder, whatever that score is at the end of each ball, is double if that light's on. Double bonus when lit. And then the third time, it lights the special lights. So that's this here. Special, you know, can be set up where you win a free game if you make that shot, or they could be set where you win a free ball if you make that shot. All right, hitting indicated special target when lit scores 1 replay. So the way this is set up right now, you get a free game. Since it's in home use, it's not too big of a deal because it's on free play anyway, so you can just hit start. But it's still fun to get. You get to hear the knocker and make the noise. Hitting all 4 jokers scores 1 extra ball. So these 4 over here. Whoop, if I can get the glare from the light off of it. So you've got these 4 stand-up targets. When you hit them, the light on the front comes on, the joker light. If you get all 4, it says when lit, same player shoots again, and then it lights up down there at the bottom too. It says same player shoots again. Maximum 1 extra ball per ball in play. 1 player for each player, matching the last 2 numbers on the score reels to lighted number that appears on back glass when game is over. So that's the famous match, as you can see up here. 50 is lit up right now, so that was the match number. So player 1 got 40, player 2 got 80, player 3 got 90, and player 4 got 10, so nobody matched that time. But there you go. That is Williams' 1975 Pat Hand. Really cool game. There was a 2-player version too, but it had all different artwork and stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but that came out just before this one. But it's a pretty fun game. It's real wide open though, so there's not a ton to hit at. So you've got a lot of long shots, and you've got this cool little target bank up here that you can hit pretty good from the flippers, where you get 50 points, and then 1 light is always lit up for 3,000 points. So if you hit it, of course you get 3,000. And these top lights up here, whenever you roll over them, those rollover buttons, it makes that move, so that the lit up one will move around. So it's kind of cool. So I'll set up a tripod and play through it a little bit, and you can see how it plays, and you can see kind of how that extra flipper helps you, and how you can make that shot and make all 5 of those at the same time a lot. Kind of cool game. So I will be back with the tripod. Okay, so here we go. We'll play through it a little bit. Of course, this is an EM pinball, so there's no attract mode or anything. It just sits here like so. But we'll play it a little bit, and I'll just show you what it's like. Again, on the rules, basically you're trying to get these 5 middle rollovers, and if you hit that lit up target one of these targets, you get 3,000 points each time. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you get all the jokers, you get a free ball. So we'll see what we can do. All right. Oh, also, we rebuilt the chime unit, which is pretty easy to do. Basically, you just need to get it where the little chime bars are isolated from the metal underneath it. There's a little rubber washer that wears out. If you put a new rubber washer on there, it makes them, I'm pointing over here because they're right there. If you put new washers on it, usually it makes it sound pretty good. So here we go. Nothing. Air ball. Shot it right by me. My score as it stands is 1,110 points. That's horrible. Yeah. Ah! It resets all of the rollover switches after each ball, too. We got to get it cooking here. Come on now, let's hit some stuff. I guess I shouldn't really be making that shot because there's nothing to hit up there. There we go. Horrible. 19,480. It's disgustingly bad. I finally got my 3,000 shot once. Mm. 14,680. And did you hear the little clunk, the little knock? That's because the 80 match light is lit up and the score ended in 80. So I want a free game. It's amazing how all that stuff works after you clean and adjust everything, that you get even the old school stuff like the match working. Yeah, I love that shot whenever it rolls down all 5 rollovers. That's a sucker shot. I've seen it do that 2 or 3 times. It'll hit this, and if it hits it just right, it'll bounce off it, hit the pop bumper, and then go straight down the middle. Ah, man, that outside drain's crazy. I hit the upper flipper. That wasn't good. Well, I need one rollover. Let's see if I can get it. The king. 25,340. That's a little better. You know what they say. Practice makes perfect. Horrible. That's bad whenever you can see it going straight down the middle from all the way up there. I should have shook it a little bit. You got to get it instinctively good at you got to get instinctively good at rubbing it a little bit. Shake the ball where you want it to go. I'll leave it at that. I'll just shut up while I'm ahead. Saved it. All right, 21,300. Play one more game. Ah, I missed it. I was trying to do like a skill shot where from the plunger you hit those 5 rollovers. Did not work like that. I have. Got all the rollovers. I tried to put the flipper out to knock it and it just barely tipped it enough to where it made it go straight down the middle. Well, there it is, folks. I bet if you got good enough, you could get the flipper here. You could actually make a shot up here and around where it just barely had enough steam to hit all 5 again and then do it again. I guess you could try that over and over again and see what kind of luck you could get. But there you go, folks. This is Williams' Pat Hand pinball machine. Working well. Fun little game. By the way, that's what the back glass looks like lit up. Neat little thing. It's got a little bit of flaking on it, but not much. Looks pretty good. I like it. It's kind of a plain game because there's not too much going on, but a lot of it's because they sacrificed the whole center of the playfield for those 5 rollovers right there. And rollovers are the kind of thing where you don't really even notice if you hit them. A lot of times you just hear a chime, and you're not really even sure what you hit to make that happen. So again, I've said it on other videos. Games like this, a lot of times whenever they're vastly different than other games like this, than a typical game, it's a lot of times it was just because they were looking for something different, so that it would stand out in the arcade or wherever it was at as being completely different from all the other games. And I think they accomplished that with this, but I'm not sure if this is the most fun game I've ever played, but it's pretty cool. So by the time you see this video, we may not even have Mrs. Pat Hand for sale anymore. She may have geishaed off to somebody else's house. But you can see all of the games that we do have for sale at this moment, no matter when you're watching this video, on our website at lionsarcade.com. Or you can stop by our shop here too and check them out in person if you'd like. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we've got a whole building here full of games like this. Mostly arcade games, but we do usually have 1 or 2 pinball machines. They just take so long to get working again that we don't get a lot of them in, just because you have to spend many hours getting them back up and running. But if you're not looking for an arcade game, or you're not looking for a pinball machine, you just like watching these videos, that's fine too. Subscribe to us here on YouTube, and every time we get a new game done, we'll put up a little video of it. By the way, check out our little topper that we put on it. It's this little geisha statue. Looks kind of cool. Let's see if I can get a better picture of it here. Bloop. Maybe too dark to see it well, but pretty cool. So there you go. All right, we will see you on the next video.